So, kind of do an update because I haven't done one in a while. And last night we went to the auction. Keller's dad is visiting, and he said he had wanted to go to the livestock auction. So of course we did. And when you drive an hour to a livestock auction, you can't come home empty-handed. There was a whole lot of rabbits, but we don't have any need for any right now. So we did not come home with rabbits, even though we wanted to. The kids begged and begged and begged and begged because they're so dark. Focusing. They begged for us to come home with some more rabbits, but we could not. So that wasn't on our list. We didn't come home with a cow. We came home with some more chickens. I found some Americanas, so they should be our blue layers. So we came home with a few chickens, and I'm coming out early to let them out before they realize what's going on and kill each other or whatever. See in there? We got three of them, so not anything crazy. We're kind of packing it in this coop, but I think they can fit. You don't want to come out? Come on out. It's dark in there. Come on out. All right, whatever. So maybe we'll see them come out. Morning, Jacks. They had some kunekunes, and oh dear, you get to see nature at its best first thing in the morning. You didn't wait long. Goodness gracious. They had some a litter of kunekune piglets, and we got the last female that was there, and it was kind of crazy because we paid $32 for it. We paid $200 for our boar, and the guy had said he had just gone up in pricing. So females are usually more expensive than the boars. I've seen them as high as $400. So I really probably should have bought the whole entire litter, but I didn't exactly have a way to get that home. So we bought one little female kunekune, and I kind of figure they grow pretty slow, but they sell pretty good, I think. So I could always just sell babies once we start making them. Woo! Good morning. Piggies are already out and waiting for breakfast. I gotta go in and cut some pumpkin up for them. It's a little earlier than I usually feed them. Just waiting to see if the new ones come out. Takes them a little while. One bad thing for our morning is, oh, they're checking out the roost now. They're pretty young. Not super young, but young enough that I don't believe they're laying yet. I woke up this morning to a dead parakeet. Ollie's gonna be pretty sad, but I don't think he was extremely attached yet to it. I don't know what the deal is. It was the newest one. We got the yellow one the other day. The guy we got it from, I didn't really know what I was going into. It was just a thing I found on Craigslist. I didn't really want to get another parakeet, so I really didn't want to spend a lot of money on a parakeet. And this guy had them for $30, although when I got there, he told me he only sells them for $20. He didn't remember what he had listed it for on Craigslist. It was like an older couple. They had over 150 birds, he said. I don't know. He had like 8 or 9 sheds in his backyard that he raised all his birds in. It was a little bit of a, like, the crazy cat lady of birds kind of situation. I didn't get to see in his sheds or anything. He just had brought a cage out with all his baby birds and let us pick. So I don't know what the situation was. I don't know if our female like pecked him to death. I'm not really sure. Here's my garden beds. My dirt comes tomorrow, finally. I still have one more little box to build. I miscounted on lumber, so I have one space over there in the middle. But other than that, I'm good to go, and I can start right away with planting my carrots. My farm dog He's been doing a really good job at keeping the coyotes away. They've been coming out at night, and he barks and barks and barks. Then we can come out and send off a warning shot or something. They've been as far up as in, like, by the pig pen. And here's one of our little ladies. Good morning, honey. That's what the kids have named her, Honey. Hi. And she is this, the two females are the sweetest bunnies we've got. Super good breeder, really took good care of them, and her kids and her played with them every day, socialized them every single day, so they're fine. If I reach into the other ones, you know, they're fine once you're holding them, but you got to get them because they're gonna run, kind of thing. They're a lot bigger now. These are super tiny, like my hand. They are, I don't even know if, maybe, yeah, 7 weeks now. So they're very young. I'll show you Jack. I have no idea how old he is, but he's a little heck of a lot bigger than our girls. Hi, Jack. Morning. Jack. Morning. Getting all the kisses from good morning to you too, Jaxie. Go puppy. This is my baby. All right. And this little lady was super, super scared last night, shaking like crazy. So this cage, Abby has a deal with her dad that if she were to buy all the stuff she needs to take care of a hedgehog, he would buy it. At the time when he promised this, he did not know what a hedgehog cost. A hedgehog is about $250 to $300. Can you believe that? But he made the promise. So they're having a livestock auction that is for exotic animals, and I'm hoping we can find one for a fraction of $250, but we will see. Anyways, this cage came up at the auction last night, and Abby got it. She told me to cut it off at $25. She didn't want to go over, but there was a lady next to me that I was just determined I was going to beat out, and so we got it for $27. So I'll kick in those extra $2 for her. This piggy seems like it is still scared to death. It is shaken. It wasn't shaken a little while ago, but it hears me now. It is kind of sad. It had to leave its family. Had all its little baby piggies with it. And they put this number on it at the auction, and I don't know what they put it on with, but man, it is like seriously glued or cemented on, super glue, something crazy. It's not just a sticker. We could not get it off. We could not get it off for anything. Oh, this poor piggy. I don't know if she's cold. Go out and get her some straw. She might be cold. Maybe I'll go get a heat lamp. It's not really cold out here, but it's maybe a little chilly for a piggy who's been with her family for a long time. So real quick, there is our one remaining parakeet and our unfortunate parakeet. I've left it out in case the kids want to do, you know, their whole burial routine. And this is our bunny we're looking to rehome. He is really just a beautiful, beautiful rabbit who has grown a whole lot since we got him. But we just don't have the need for another male of a breed that's not ours that we're going to raise. So, all right, brief pause in pumpkin cutting. Keller said that new chickens were already getting picked on. The rooster was already trying to mount them. I don't know, I have to get a better look at them, so I don't really know if they're old enough. I don't think they're full grown yet, but they're staying close to the coop and everybody else is already out. Let's see so we can get a look at them. Everybody else is already across the way at burn pile. I guess that's a burn pile eventually. they're so funny looking. We had Easter eggers before, but not true Americanas. Stop, get away from the birdies. Don't mess with them. They're scared. Yeah, I think they're pretty young. I'm glad. I would never have known, because I just know what the Easter eggers look like, and so that's what I think of when I think of blue eggs. There's a really nice guy at the auction last night who was pointing out every kind of chicken for me. We had tried to get these Buff Orpingtons, but they went for $17 a chicken, and I don't know, I would have been $18 if I didn't cut myself off. So that would have been 18 times 3, and that's just kind of too much to spend on a chicken, especially because it was just a brown layer. They're really beautiful, and Keller really wants to have some, but I think we'll just pick up some chicks or something of them to start. You know, you got to add to the flock to get some younger ones in. Well, I hope they do okay. Maybe they'll figure it out. It took the other ones some time to figure it out, and even now they still go back and forth, but they're all a team now, so these ones they'll sort it out. Hopefully they just find their way back to the coop. All right, back to cutting pumpkin, I guess, before I go to feed them. Be right there, Dixie. So we got to come up with a name for our new little piggy. I told Abby it should be Trixie. We have Trixie and Dixie. She didn't like that idea as much. Originally we had planned to name our boar Boris, and so our second female was going to be Natasha, like Boris and Natasha from the cartoon. But we didn't end up naming Hamilton Boris. So now I'm trying to figure out what we should go with. I would take any suggestions y'all might have, although the kids may have something by the time they wake up. We'll see. Okay, going out to feed the pigs now. Cut up some pumpkin for them for breakfast. We have a whole bunch of pumpkin frozen that we had cut up, but like into slices, so that we could preserve the pumpkins. So we still have left that needs to be dealt with, but those are tough skin gourds that I cannot personally slice up myself. I need Keller to do it with a machete. So, but we have a bunch. We have had to buy a whole dedicated little freezer for it. What we cut up into slices and froze. So now I just take that out, defrost it overnight, and cut it into cubes for them, and they get that added to their breakfast and dinner. We got a little bit of rain recently, so as usual their pen was a giant sloppy mud hole yesterday. It doesn't look a whole heck of a lot better this morning. Big these guys have gotten. They're not 250 pounds yet, I don't believe, but they are quite a bit bigger than a 100-pound dog, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing pretty decent. So that my phone does not fall into the muck, I am going to put it down while I feed them. I'm over here with Dixie and Ham now. Say good morning! We can't see your eyeballs! He's still a little fat sausage, Link. Oh, he's not gonna be sausage, don't worry. And Dixie's ever-growing fast piggy. She's growing slower than the other ones, thankfully, but she's still pretty big nonetheless. I asked in the local farm group if we were going to have issues with the two of them later on when it came time for breeding, but everybody said when Dixie is ready, she will make it possible. So, alright, I'm gonna pause to go feed them. Alright, Dixie and Hamilton, can't even see him, have been fed. Okay, so real quick to wrap up today's super long video. It's later in the afternoon. I've still got our little piggy, who is still unnamed, in this little cage. I think I'm gonna drag in the old big dog crate and put her into that until we're ready to put her outside, which I thought would be today, except we have discovered that she has lice or mites or something. I have to do a little bit more research. I assumed lice, but I don't know. I'm not really too certain what they look like, so I got to do a little bit more checking on that and get her treated for it. We finally got the sticker off. She's still got the glue patch, but I'm not really too into giving her a bath right now while she's kind of like suffering with whatever is all over her skin. We've been picking them off all day. But she's eating and everything, so she's doing okay. We're going to just keep her inside for a little while longer. I just got to get her in a bigger cage because this is not cool. So it's kind of not cool to bring your pigs to auction when they have bugs or something wrong with them. But it is what it is. We will make her better and come up with a name for her. So, of course, my Tractor Supply was all out of ivermectin that I needed to give her. Hopefully it'll be in tomorrow, or I will have to order some online. May rub her down in some diatomaceous earth, though, to help her out, and just kind of keep tweezering her back. Anyways, I guess that's all for this really long update. That's what happens when I don't post frequently enough. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks!